Alright, let's ask about the current status.
Are you alright, Captain?
I was swell until I found out I had to kill one of my best mates.
The Erarch situation is unfortunate. However, you did gain an old friend back in General Blythe. Perhaps you can consider it an even trade from a logical standpoint.
True, we did get Blythe from the party now. Let's ask.
It's crazy how this whole
So, lots of quests in the Dragon Nebula to do, so let's go to the Dragon Nebula. Sornatia.
Scanning.
According to data logs, this derelict ship was ferrying a team of Xenon. Precious science didn't even know existed. On that one, OA team reported an unknown alien substance of stringy texture. The holes of the ship are feelings of extreme unease, with odd filtering motions throughout the shadowy cobweb. Identification was made of several survivors, but as they approached, there was a scuffle and gunfire. One microphone was still functional, which picked up the absolute bewilderment from the medics as they were assailed by madmen. Once the threat was neutralized, the ship was deemed too risky. The encrypting recovered flight data box revealed the catastrophic failure from the inside, and a head-on collision with an asteroid. An audio recording found right before the crash on loop a cultural sultry moan of Lily. When pressed for answers, Dr. Margulis remains tight-lipped. Well, does Lily have something to do with it? Maybe.
Scanning.
The planet is young, and the moss-like plant that covers a lot of the land dominates it. Surface, as well as the depth of its murky oceans. This is because the moss generates an electromagnetic charge that it uses to defend itself, which, despite actually being very complex life form, it kills any microscopic organisms. Eat it. This has caused moss to suddenly stop natural selection on the planet since nothing has evolved that could actually eat it. Audio recordings of the waves and wind of the planet are very popular and high downloaded as a form of relaxant. The crypt's air is very enjoyable, and when you're inland, away from the high waves, there are also a few scattered remains of attempted colonies. But nothing tangible overtook root here. Due to the sky-high cost involved with clearing away the moss, electrostatic charges cause unequipment. I don't really understand due to its... Oh, interesting. Alright, so there's a space... Alright, so let's play with... We need to level up. Let's level up Solo. Got it. Next one's over here, just right next to it.
Anomaly found.
Matter unrockable hydrogen helium gas uttered in the sparse abandoned Imperium installation. The majority of the installation here are military in nature, a common theme among the Imperium colonies. Specifics are few since the government kept its record classified, but the fox has merely ravaged installations. Come on. Come on. More of them over here, okay. Oh shit. Got it.
Good shit, Captain.
Level up. Perfect. Devotion.
Anomaly found.
Dia. There's nothing interesting here, take my word for it. No, seriously, this plan is lame, go away. Hey, why are you still reading this? What the hell is wrong with you? So this is probably a mission related. This is probably a mission that's going to be added later in the game. Stop. I'm not going to put any Easter eggs here, no matter how much you want me. Hey, I have an idea, let's count to 10. You didn't even realize there was a number missing that I listed on the last line. Pictures of it, just fell for it. Going back to check for the missing number. As I was playing you, and I bet you think I care enough to even finish. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to come back here later.
Scanning.
The moon called Sylph might look like a tiny gaseous planet, but it has a rocky core with a liquid nitrogen ocean. There's a gigantic storm front that stretches across the entirety of the moon. According to Demi, it has been active for almost 1,000 years. Outside of the storm's band, the weather is actually palatable by solar.
Life is a pretty cool character to play as.
One step closer to our revenge.
Gold rank.
Scanning.
Small hydrogen helium gas giant at his annual site for a spectacular astronomical event. Tourists from all over Prodigium gather to witness the synchronized eruption of the planet's steam events, which become makeshifts. But spectacular light show in the sky, as the colors swirl in the atmosphere, onlookers feel a spiritual connection to come over them. As they see clarity in their own lives, an old widower might see his wife smile. A young aspirant student might see her. Interesting. Completed Sornatia next. Herberba. 4 places here.
Scanning.
A planet of a rocky barren surface with an atmosphere that is toxic to most life forms. Under the sun-blasted surface are interlaced tunnels where living beings could potentially exist. An expeditionary solar force recently established a colony in the Terra Meteor. Soon after, a jellyfish-like creature was discovered in the caverns. This creature attached itself to male solars and fed on their life essence. They were completely wiped out when the number 1 ranked bounty hunter in the galaxy was hired for a task of eradicating their nest. So in other words, hunters took them down. Okay. And lilies, we'll put Lily here, we'll put him here, we'll put these 2 in the front. Oh shit, it's these. Yeah, I forgot about these. Shoot this one.
Yes.
Perfect.
Well done, Captain.
Cocytus. This planet has been apparent rock and ice core surrounded by liquid hydrogen. The surface, however, is completely frozen, mostly ice, with significant patches of frozen hydrogen. There are faint reddish-orange gaseous rings surrounding the planet. It is suspected that an extreme thermal event caused much of the atmospheric change. Its extreme weather patterns caused the surface to completely freeze over. The planet was discovered and used as an experimental prison. Those caught engaging relations with other species were absconded and sent to the facility. There, an Imperium attempted genetic research and conversion therapy. Oh, okay, interesting.
since this is exactly the kind of organic-rich planet. True. In space... we could use Blythe, maybe. Still need to level up these characters, though.
Stay focused, Terran. Stay focused. Charge it up. Pretty explosions.
Oh shit.
Get together, Terran. That was so cool. Whoa. Oh. Charge it up.
God.
It's over already.
Sector. So on the next 5 planets here.
We found.
Once ruled by a mighty kingdom that rejected the Veil, and are punished in order to suffer a century of plunder and slow decline. At the hands of space pirates, it seems that Casadora took great offense at the snub, and promptly leaked in location. As soon as the wealthy and ripe new planet appeared on the star chart, it didn't take long for the raiders to arrive. The distress call were sent out, but the Imperium turned a blind eye.
Anomaly found.
A quiet oasis in this volatile system, Unmeg is an unspoiled world that attracts explorers from all over Prodigium. Whilst there is a strange lack of fauna, despite evidence of life being present. Many theories exist about the disappearance of the animal life, but nobody really knows for sure what happened. The most common revolves around the abduction of experimentation by Glicloy. A charge vehemently denied. Regardless, the quiet, calm environment is God's botanist. That researchers like to research plants. Interesting.
Oh, this is space combat, okay.
Very clinical, Captain. Most impressive.
Oh, there they are. One down here. There we go. Perfect. Got it.
Jolly good job.
What the fuck is this?
Anomaly found.
Phantom of Archaea. Archaea, bastion of strength of the immortal creature known as the Locust, ensnaring his supplicants in a living prison. Their most fervent nightmares, or so the story goes anyways. This completely uninhabitable planet is used as a colorful battery for jealous Locust Industries and their solutions for galaxy-wide augmentation. For the most discerning customers, who needs competition when you have industry-wide blackmail? Wait, what do you mean nobody's heard of it? Oh, stress, everyone's heard of it. You're just not asking hard enough. That the Locust planet, huh? Oh shit, this planet looks pretty sick though. Holy crap. I like the look of that planet. Looks like something you'd see in like Star Fox or something. What is this one?
Scanning.
King. Heavy volcanic. Kingip. Heavy volcanic activities boost Town's methane into Kingip's atmosphere. This haze retains heat and sort of greenhouse effects before the great AI purge. Empress Gassadori had legions of automated droids mining this planet. When the purge was enacted, the hangar housing the units was unanimously dumped into lava. Into the lava flows below, destroying all of the droids, since the planet is simply too dangerous to mine for organics. The rest of the outposts were quickly abandoned. There are some distress signals being picked up at Marcel S from one of these outposts. There's bio.
Anomaly found.
This derelict, totally lifeless. The only thing of note, distress signal being broadcast. The match. Oh, so it's not bots. Okay. Oh, come on, not there. There we go. Take out the Imperium that are hiding here. Take out this one.
Whoa. Sick. Leave it to me.
Oh, come on. Oh. We're using cheats. You're obviously cheating. Seriously, man? Seriously?
Leave it to me.
Not all of these.
You're dead meat.
Oh, come on. I thought I would kill it. Seriously?
Oh, it's over already?
So we completed Avia. Basenia. There's 6 here.
Anomaly
One right here.
found.
Solitary satellite orbits the planet. It broadcasts nothing, but upon closer inspection there is a golden plaque that bears a notable description. It reads, colonized by Giorn, brother of a sheepjagger. This content with the prospect of being a furry plower. Giorn set off to go where no man had gone before, the dragons.
This revolution stuff's pretty easy.
Anomaly found.
3,000 years ago, a great explorer renowned for found this flourishing planet. In his notes, he stated, 10% land, mostly water. The seawater is lightly salted and rich in iron, giving its distinct red color. Old scriptures found in this dig site say that this planet is what's left of a womb created by a religious cult. Birth to a new god for their pantheon. The Imperium holds small outposts on the planet, and the locals say that drinking straight from the sea increases potency. There's only one way to find out. Lily has sent drones down to the depths of the largest sea. All but one has resurfaced with an eerie recording of a muffled cry of something ancient. Is this like where Subnautica takes place? Look at this. As it unnesses. There are life signs emitting from the inside of this asteroid. The signal bears an uncanny resemblance to that of a slow heartbeat. Maybe it's alive?
Anomaly found.
This area is best known for two things: exotic liquors and high-grade psychoactive substances, all of which are produced by locals. This makes this area a popular destination for merchants and smugglers. The Ceres themselves rarely appear in person, though the reason for this is unknown. They prefer to conduct business through intermediate proxies. Visitors are advised to keep their distance due to extraordinary high levels of atmospheric radiation. Typically, merchant vessels will idle just outside the gravitational pull, while awaiting a Deseriad's freighter to deliver their cargo. It has been speculated one possible reason for leaving their home system may be to oversee a significant exchange. Interesting. One of smugglers and merchants. Okay.
There we go.
Good guys win again. All right.
Planet here. Let's do that one.
Anomaly found.
Joachim. Joachim is a dry, warm planet with a diurnal cycle of only a few hours. The planet itself, by all accounts, appears to be sentient and speaks through a mouth-shaped rock formation. It prefers to be left alone. It is known
More of them. Oh shit. Shit, run, 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 run. Give me health, yes. Thank you. Got it.
All day.
That's done. Next one. God, there's 8 of them in Rex. That's a lot.
Anomaly found.
Nobody knows what happened to this planet, but the most prevalent theory amongst scientists is that expert planning killing weapon. So it just like blew up. Okay, so no one knows. Shit. Yeah, I should take out this one at least. Take out this one. Got it.
Don't mess with the Grand Champion.
Oh, there's 2 right here.
Scanning.
Laughable attempt population control was sanctioned by Empress Castador on this planet. Dwelling out controls the native under apprentice and fail. I'd hope to control their numbers. Emotionally to control this had all opposite effects. Putting further rates into overdrive is to experience massive population boom. Okay, its life had been coming unstable and Rurian, each family commonly posted. Oh no god. Imperium, realizing their mistake, quietly fled the planet and cut off all contact with no knowledge of spacefarer flight. Advanced gene therapy, the population eventually died out.
shit, there's more? Oh god. Oh my god, how many enemies are there? Got it.
One bad bit.
Crucial. This planet was the site of the famous civil war between the inhabitants who were barely beyond Iron Age technology. And currently they are in the midst of industrial revolution and fighting still going on. The reason fighting is not discerned. There's no claims to territory, resource of any kind, religious dilatory, covert Imperium operatives. I was planned a few years ago to take samples. It was found that all of them were infected with a kind of parasite. Self into the host and control their impulses. It is believed these parasites are the ones putting the races against each other. As a result, this contamination, all travel, missionary work is prohibited.
Ready. Taking the shot.
Finally.
Here lies Victory, the capital ship of the dread fleet Admiral Abaddon, one of the most of their prolific pilots, but sadly one of the worst pirates. Early into his career, he managed to steal his flagship from the Imperial Black Ops site. As he sailed the stars, he blew away anyone and everyone who dared challenge him. In the process, learned that the most important lesson of piracy: there's no booty if you blow it up. As his supplies began to run low and his money dried up, he learned the second most important lesson: don't sail a ship large enough. Don't scare a ship large enough to scare authorities. So that's
I'm here. Taking the shot. I'm here. Fire away. Mark the target. Fire away.
Seriously.
May the veil guide us.
Yes.
May the veil guide us.
There we go.
Well done, Captain.
Crimson Gemstone. Alright, good. What's this?
Sending.
Foregoing drone. Sound from the husk. The closer you get, the more rhythmic and the drone becomes. It's almost hypnotic calling you. Surely you must answer. So just a drone. Okay. Got some money.
Anomaly found.
Romer is a sparkling ice giant, composed of hydrogen and helium. The chromer in hues down to small concentrations of methane, water, ice, and ammonia. Its unusually small size was a curiosity to explorers who charted.
What? How? Oh, finally. Got it next. Still 2 more here. 1 here.
Anomaly found.
More of the Ord, which are dog people that are upset of the concept of fairness, loyalty, and justice. They're known for having vigilante culture that does not accept evil deeds going unpunished. Minucia is primarily made of swamps, badlands, and other generally crappy geography. So the Order is like the dog people. Interesting. This super bright gas giant. Prodigium was thought to be originally an extraterrestrial, so it's like a white giant planet. Extrasolar planet. And this is a result of being tightly locked. Prodigium's ass reaches extremely high temperatures. Brightest object in the sky of the Ord world. Got it. Completed everything in Rex.
Anomaly found.
As are entering banned from life on this holistic planet run by ritualistic oligarchy, pleasant atmosphere living conditions have given rise to culture of female ex-imperium citizens, the value of company of other females. Females of all species that are able to produce are welcome with open arms. The only requirement for attaining citizenship is the promise to produce at least 1 liter of milk. The largest producers attain celebrity status among the populace of Lactatia. These fiercely protective of citizens and the quality of life is harmless as a result. Milk is not for sale. Interesting. Got some bots here. Here we go.
Jolly good job.
Anomaly found.
In the world at first glance, Elysia harbors a strange and bewildering secret. All the vibrant flora and fauna of the planet are actually manifestation of Elysia. Massive planet-sized female gaseous life that manifests in natural state. Elysia has been observed to manipulate and transform living creatures as long as they are created from her gases, or willingly accept to be transformed. By transforming living creatures, Elysia achieves access to their memories, thoughts, tendencies, personalities, but she become influenced by living creatures she's interacted with. Throughout the past, scientists, pirates, explorers, and villains have tried to dominate and torture Alicia for their own gains. Thus, Alicia has learned to defend herself by conjuring deadly creatures of mist to fend off invaders. On the outside, it may seem like a regular moon. It's in fact a massive organism, the parasitic baby of a cosmic creature. The Bulgasari. It secretes pink gel to protect body from the outside. As a result, the entire planet is covered with it. Pink gel. Some of its outer skin has been exposed. Supposedly in 93 million years, when it finishes its long incubation period, it becomes a juvenile. From its appetite, and will move from system to system, eating planets. Comes across. Nice. So it's like it's like a creature that eats planets. Interesting. Villagers a ruined Odyssey sphere that looks almost unrecognizable from some sort of conflict. Or to be in civil war, invading force, or natural disaster. No one is certain, since the inhabitants of the sphere are long gone. Whoever constructed this monolith has also left the Prodigium galaxy, for not even the Imperium is capable of building structures of this complexity. There has been talk of reverse engineering parts of the sphere, but any attempts have been blocked by the Senate. Couldn't get in here even if you try. So this is a vault, an antique Imperial vault. We're probably gonna get there later in the game. Let's go to Principium. Oh, what's over here? There's 5 things here.
Anomaly found.
There's Varialis. In the world where the Psinu first made landfall, the psychic nomads spent many star years searching for perfect anchorage, and they couldn't have found a better world. Abandoned almost every critical resource, nowadays Viralis is all but unrunnable due to extreme urbanization. Once a new species was given a cavity check and inducted into the Imperium, they would be invited to Varialis, where a fresh start awaited them. Quite often species would be rescued from less than ideal homeworlds. As a result, this
Captain. Evolution is a wonderful thing.
Scanning.
The Senate is a so-called democratic government arm of the Imperium. Oh yeah, we covered it in the white stuff. Made up of puppet senators from all invited sentient races. Opposing them in any way is considered treason. They have their meetings in the Senate chambers, which is the most advanced space station ever created. The need to host nearly every species that exists is fitted with one-of-a-kind atmospheric bioregulator that can perfectly emulate almost any prime condition. Right now it's covered in stuff. The first of the tree planets inside of Principium that was stripped bare of all resources and life in order to sustain the growth of Varialis. Although records exist of some kind of sentient native species, they are incomplete. Any information about those that once lived here is likely lost forever. we go. Easy.
Be well.
Whoa! Sick! Oh, it's over already?
Alright, so we're done with Principium. Oasis. Fuchsia is a planet with one major feature, which is a thick purple ocean covering the majority of its surface. And along the ocean are many chains of archipelagos, atolls, and inlets. Much of these islands is made of light brown, sometimes chunky soil. Probably done on the geographical poles of the planet are roughly square-shaped desert lands. The thick channels of the ocean is the result of billions of years of production by the primary life form of the planet, a swarm of crab, or a species of insect with small oval purple and green bodies. Crab detach from their hive, cluster regularly to seek out their food. And the plant crab nectar itself is considered delicacy. It's licensed to be mined, exported, and smoked exotic foods.
Anomaly found.
Wild Haven. A fatal virus uploaded to the orbiting station here by an infamous black bag operative extinguished all hopes of colonization for Wild Haven. The station plummeted to the surface and caused radioactive fallout to coat pretty much the whole planet. It will be uninhabitable for thousands of years. The operative responsible was never found.
Scanning.
Whoop whoop. Sinister red wind sweeps across the dusty plains. A lone solar colony dots the surface. So relevant to the rest of the galaxy that it's not even the latest star chart. There's no doubt this is a truly cursed and forgotten world. So, can't go there yet. Probably later in the game. This planet has incredibly sent a violent ecosystem. In fact, there has never been a successful documentation. The planet has just here besides a little data. Once the probes have steamed back from before they were destroyed, these short videos have shown that the planet's native life forms are very primitive and horrifyingly aggressive. Data information has been collected on the planet, the bizarre occurrences following the collection of research. All novel to visit. If you hear anyone planning to visiting, really contact the relevant authorities. Play with this, and this.
Here I go! Good guys win again!
Volcanic 17 was once known as a safe haven for working girls of the galaxy. It was a harmonious ship run by benevolent AI that took care of and gave them shelter. Formed a sisterhood and many were had. The AI watched over them, protecting them from harm. Sadly, once the great AI version acted, Volcanic AI also fell victim to aggressive shutdown. Essentially, no company ever developed tendencies, and this decades witnessing rampant fully caught up with it and overloaded its neural links, sensing their old friend was no longer itself, quickly fled to shield. Volcanic turned into for a few hundred years before integrating with a larger Rada. Why it's just like this to drift without power is no one guess, but anything too extreme is probably worth avoiding.
I've heard so much of your revolution. Can I just say that your actions are truly inspiring, and you give all of those who are stuck under the Imperium's thumb something worth fighting for? The way you've systematically destabilized world after world with nothing more than a single ship full of genetic abnormalities. Not to mention those hotshot pilot skills. And lifted the lie known as the Veil, showing the people the folly of their tyrannical rulers, all while bringing a new wave of sexual liberation crashing down upon the galaxy. Just thinking about it makes me want to keep you all to myself and fuck the ever-living shit out of you over and over again until you're no longer in control of your own body or sanity. Why don't you leave those harlots on your ship behind and stay with me instead, I have so many wonders to show you. My creations have been perfectly attuned to your liberated preferences, so they won't hold back. They have prostate-stimulating gigarods, sonic ball clappers, superheated nipple clampers, even shock stick chain smackers, and to finish you off, you'll experience the genius of my ice-cold cock-crushing chastity device. No, don't leave. You have to stay here forever. I'm your #1 fan girl. I fist my asshole thinking about fisting your asshole every night. If I can't have you, then nobody can. Attack my guardians!
Okay, kind of crazy there. Okay, let's do Blythe for this one, and my most powerful Mantics. Got it.
No! My beautiful fuck bots! Now, how will I ever be able to masturbate? Oh, get out of here, you traitor!
You're the one that attacked first.
We are victorious! We are victorious!
That quest is done. There's still all of these areas left to do. Still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 galaxies left.
Hey, Captain? I wanted to say sorry about Erark. I know he was your friend, but I've always had weird doubts about that guy.
What do you think about Blythe?
Well, she's in incredibly good shape for someone her age. Isn't she, like, over 100? I know those cyberogs count for something, but man, Those shredded abs are all natural. And she's just so intimidating. Is it weird that I kind of want to lick the sweat off her tummy after one of her hard workouts while she tells me I'm pathetic?
If by weird you mean giving me a stiffy, then yes.
Let's talk to Lee.
Guess you're no longer the ranking MILF on the ship.
Technically, Blythe is a gilf. And I'm no psychologist, but you definitely have some mommy issues to work out. It's good to see you're getting around to it, though perhaps not in the most conventional way.
Can we talk about Erok?
I assume he plans to use my research to create his own army of manticores. Regardless of his intentions, we must end him. Do try and not let your friendship get in the way of our objective.
Sure, I'll try.
Looks like you and the General are working together again.
Despite the difficulty of our previous contract, I welcome it. Blythe is the only one here that has truly dedicated her life to the perfection of combat. Though there are other warriors aboard the ship, everyone else is distracted, weak, easy prey.
Who do you think would win in a fight between you and Blythe?
It would mostly depend on the location and rules of the contest.
How about a T-Rena deathmatch?
If I have access to both my rifle and sword, it would be to my advantage. If it were a melee-only contest, I concede it would be in her favor.
Okay. What about some hot oil wrestling and micro bikinis?
Though she is stronger and likely has comparable technique, I am far more adept at fighting in a slippery environment. Also, the oil would render the grip her bionic arm provides nearly useless.
What about a double dildo 69 pussy-pounding steel cage match? First one to ring the other's bell 10 times wins.
Due to my lack of sexual experience, it is difficult to... You're fucking with me, aren't you?
Of course!
Oh my god, look. Where's status?
I believe Erok double-crossed us.
Unfortunately, I'm used to my closest friends betraying and trying to kill me, so I can say with confidence that I know just how you're feeling at this very moment.
How did you deal with it?
Deal with it? There's nothing to deal with, Captain. When someone betrays you, all value you hold for them disappears. They just become a name on a list to be eliminated.
That's a bit bleak, ain't it, mate?
Nonsense! Killing someone familiar is much easier. I know all of their weaknesses, and they always wrongly assume that our prior relationship will save them some semblance of suffering. They usually die begging. That's my favorite part.
Interesting. Let's do the next part. Still have some quests to do. We have this, and we have the Jerry thing. Okay.